Hi everybody, it's Gemma. Welcome back to Pampered Wolf. Today I'm going to be reviewing a full face of The Body Shop. I have been so excited to do this review. Not so much anymore. This is actually giving me a squint. Anyway, if you are interested in finding out my thoughts and feelings about all the products that I bought from The Body Shop, then please keep watching. So I was going to do a first impressions video today, but I couldn't keep my hands off these products. I was so excited to get my hands on them because I've not tried Body Shop products for such a long time. So I've been trying them out over the weekend, and to be quite honest, I woke up this morning with a knot in my stomach thinking, really, should I do this review? Or should I just do something that I'd not planned for? Because I'm going to be a little bit of a negative Nancy in this review, I'm not going to lie. I woke up in a bad mood. I could use a really stiff drink. Even my Coke Zero smells of eggs. I've no idea why. This is just not a good day. It's not a good day. Hang on. Cadbury's Dairy Milk solves every single problem. I mean, it might not take the eggy smell off that, but it tastes alright. Just, I don't know what's happened today. Not having a good day. So, if you are absolutely in love with The Body Shop, love every single one of their products, and are very loyal to them, I'm telling you right from the start, you may not like this review. You may not like what I've got to say, but these are my thoughts and feelings. Everybody has a different response to a product. Everybody has different preferences. These are just my thoughts and feelings. So if you love it, let's get on with the review. I've got to have more chocolate. Okay, so let me say I have not been in The Body Shop for over 25 years. The Body Shop was always that brand that when you were growing up and you had a birthday party when you were like 8 or 9, none of the mums or none of your friends knew what to buy you, so you always got a little smellies pack from The Body Shop, which was beautiful. Shower gels and lip balms and all the nice stuff. So I always associate The Body Shop with being 8 or 9, which is probably the reason why I've not been in for a really, really long time. I just thought they were cheaper products that catered for that age range. Now I know they do a 20% off for students, so I know they're really big with students as well. And they do a 3 for 2 offer, and that spans worldwide. So in the USA, you also get the 3 for 2 products, and in England, we also get the 3 for 2 products as well. I will mention that a little bit later on. Not happy. Anyway, so I've not been in The Body Shop for over 25 years. I just thought cheaper products for younger people. So I was so wrong thinking that these products were actually going to be cheap, because they are so not cheap. All these products that I'm going to show you today cost me £90, and that's £90 including the 3 for 2 discount already taken off. So all these products would have cost well over £100, which I think is a lot of money for a face full of makeup. So the first product that I bought was the In One Instablur Primer. You get 25ml worth of products in this. It's £15 in the UK or $22 in the US, which I think it's really expensive, considering that my favourite drugstore primer is £7 from Maybelline. This is double the price. So it does work. Just going to pop a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to put it where I need it. So I need it on my cheek area. I'm just going to pat that in. It really does blur the pores. I'm not knocking this product in the slightest. It does work, but it tends to pill a little bit, which I don't like, but you can put up with it. I'm going to put some between my brows where I have quite a bit of texture and large pores, on my chin, and the last of it on my forehead. Now, another thing that I don't like about this product is it's really heavily scented. You actually can't smell it when you first dispense it out of the tube, but when you've got it on your face, it's got quite a strong perfumey smell. And my skin does not react well to heavily scented products. This is a proper perfumey smell, and I think it's an acquired taste, and it's not my taste. I don't like it. The product itself goes on really nicely though, although it does pill a little bit, but it works. It does work, I'm not going to knock it. It does blur all your imperfections. It does make your skin feel really, really smooth. It blurs out your pores. And it just makes a really nice canvas to add your foundation onto the top of. You can actually wear this all by itself. It looks really nice on the face all by itself. It just mattifies the face slightly and just blurs everything out. Moving on to the second product. This is the Fresh Nude Foundation by Body Shop. My shade is Bali Vanilla, which is 020. This is £16 in the UK, $25 in the US, and it comes in 16 different shades. This has got an SPF of 15 in there, which is always nice to have an SPF in your foundation. It gives a light to medium coverage, which is great for me on a good skin day, and it also gives up to 24 hours worth of hydration, which is why I picked this one off the shelf and not one of their other ones. I thought this one would be absolutely superb and just really nice and sit on the skin really, really beautifully. This gives it a semi-matte finish. I'm not sure whether I agree with that. I think it's more of a dewy finish, more of a satin finish, but let's get some of this on. So this is one pump of the foundation. It feels really light on the skin. It's quite liquidy. And I'm just going to pop this on with my usual 103 Define Buffing Brush from Zoeva. I think this is a really nice match for my skin colour. And it's a really beautiful foundation. It sits really nicely on the skin. So that's a nice one pump. It's just evened my skin tone out. It feels really hydrating on the skin. It's really lightweight. I really like that. I'm gonna actually build that up a little bit because I haven't got any on my eyelids either. So I'm just gonna add another half a pump. Just going to just put that where I need it. I do actually like this product, although again, it's got a scent to it. I'm really layering these scents up today. And I just don't think it's necessary. They are quite overpowering. So this foundation is really, really lovely. It's really nice. But can I just say, this is pretty similar, if not identical, to the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation, which is one of my favourites, which is why I love this foundation so much. This is £16 and the Rimmel Wake Me Up is $7.99. Okay, so let's move on to brows before we do concealer. I've bought the 3-in-1 brow definer. It's got a little bit of a brow brush here. It's got a brow pencil on one end, and on the other end, a little bit of a brow highlighter. I think the concept of this product is great. It's £9 in the UK, $11 in the US. It comes in 3 different shades. I believe this is medium brown. So I'm just gonna brush through my brows, first of all. And then I'm going to take the brow pencil. Now, I'm going to tell you straight away, this is not the right colour for me. It looks quite orangey. Anyway, let's get some of this on. It is a very, very soft pencil. Very soft. In fact, the first day of use, the end of the pencil kept breaking off as it was smudging on my brows, because as soon as it hits your warm skin, it starts to melt, which isn't a problem for a lot of people. A lot of people like a really soft brow pencil. It's just that I'm not used to as soft a product. The NYX micro brow pencil, which is my favourite, is actually quite a hard consistency, and I really like that because I think it's very, very precise and really allows you to get in there. Now a little bit has broken off in there, so I'm just going to have to brush that out. because little globs of this just fall and melt onto the eyebrow. It's just slightly annoying. Now, I don't know about you, but when I finish my brows, I like to brush through them again. The problem with doing that with this brush and with this particular product is that this product is so soft. If you brush using this brush, this is like a cleaning brush that you brush the floor with. It's brilliant for brushing through the brows before you do it, but if you start to brush through your brows after, it actually removes the product from your skin. Which, I mean, you can see there, it's just taken off all that. And I didn't apply any pressure to it whatsoever. All the product is now on the end of the bristles, which it's not ideal. So you then have to go ahead again and fill all that in again. Now, if you really like a soft pencil, this might be the one for you. It's not that expensive, to be fair, £9 or $11. So this is probably middle of the road, the £9 mark, but it's not a product that I would reach for again. I just don't think it's very workable, and the fact that it just melts and the end of the pencil drops off onto your brows while you're trying to work it, just slightly annoying. Okay, let's move on to concealer. Now, I put a photo on my Instagram of all the products that I was going to be reviewing today and how excited I was. If you're not following me on Instagram, you do get a lot of insights into what I am going to be doing in the future and also what I get up to in my daily life. So you'll have seen a football picture of my kids' football team and me going shopping with my kids and shopping for pretty dresses, all that sort of stuff. So if you are interested in seeing what goes on in my daily life, then do follow me on Instagram as well. You will also get an insight into what is coming. Little teasers, but I was very, very excited to review these products. So I put a picture of all the products that I was going to review. And one of my subscribers said, "You've got the wrong concealer. The concealer that you've got is the stick concealer, and the one that's better is the illuminating concealer." So I nipped back on Saturday with my daughter and picked up the illuminating concealer as well. So just to go through prices, the stick concealer, which is called the All-in-One concealer, that comes in at £9 in the UK, $12 in the US, and it comes in 4 different shades. And the illuminating concealer, it's called the Lightening Touch. That is £14 in the UK, $14.50 in the US, and this also comes in 4 different shades. Now just be warned, because I went in to check. I bought the medium in the Lightening Touch, which has got more of a warm to neutral undertone to it. If you go for the light one, it is so pink, really, really pink. So just be warned, if you're wanting light, it is going to be very, very pink. This one's medium. So I've been trying these products every single which way over the weekend. She was right, the stick foundation is not great. It's really not great. It's cumbersome to apply. It doesn't blend really well. It goes a little bit clumpy. It breaks off in clumps, as you can see. I used that yesterday and there is a clump on the tip. Not sure if you can see that right on the end. There's a little bit of a clump there that comes off, which is not ideal. But I also tried the Lightening Touch, and this has 0 coverage whatsoever. So if you have dark circles under your eyes like me that you want to conceal, you are going to have to use 2 different products, which is expensive. It's rather expensive. So this is £14, this is £9, so you're talking £23 to buy them both. And if I'm going to be spending £23 on concealer, it's definitely not going to be these 2. But let me show you what they're actually like. So let's just pop some of this on. This is the reason I don't like concealer sticks, because you really have to drag the skin. So let's just grab a concealer brush. This is my Zoeva 142 brush, and I'm just going to get that on there because I really don't want to be dragging the skin underneath. And I'm just going to pop that product on. I've actually put a little bit too much on. Also, the creamy consistency of this doesn't really help a more mature skin, because The thicker the consistency of a product underneath the eye area, the more chance you've got of it going cakey and creasy throughout the day. Obviously, that isn't the product's fault. I have chosen to buy a stick foundation, so that is my fault entirely. That is actually quite good coverage when you do it this way. I've tried it over the weekend, putting it actually on the under eye rather than applying it to a brush, and it's not as good because I was being so tentative with the actual product, so I didn't drag my skin, because I hate that. I didn't get very much on my skin, so this is actually a lot better than I've had over the weekend. It's a little bit light for me though. This is in the shade 01. Perhaps I should have gone up a shade a little bit because this is slightly too pale. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Wow. Okay, so let's just try a little bit of the Lightening Touch. You don't need very much of this product at all. If you want to use this product on its own, it's not very pigmented. This is all about light reflection, not really about coverage. This will be really, really good for somebody with perfect under eyes that just wants that little bit of light diffusing touch, or maybe a little bit of brightening underneath the eyes, because this is a beautiful product. It just doesn't work as a concealer, or in my opinion, it doesn't work as a concealer. Because of the actual applicator, I was expecting like a YSL touche éclat moment going on there, where I would be like, oh, found a product that's amazing and it's only £14, but I didn't get that. So it's a lovely product all the same, but it doesn't give you a coverage as in a concealer coverage. So this is a really, really beautiful product. If it just had that little bit more pigment in it, this would be one of the best products, and it would definitely be worth the £14 price tag. At the moment, probably not. Very nice product though, feels really hydrating underneath the eyes. I just wish it was that little bit more pigmented. It's a real shame because this could be unbelievable, this product, and it's just lacks a little bit of something. This is the Body Shop Velvet Gel Pen Liner. It's £9 in the UK, $14 in the US. Comes in 3 different shades, and they say this is a waterproof gel liner. Now, I was super, super excited to try this product out because it's really, really pretty. It goes on really nicely. It's not patchy at all. On the skin, it's got a really velvety touch to that, and you've got time to blend it out before it sets in place. However, this product made my eyes sting so badly, and I wouldn't put myself in the sensitive eye category. I wear contact lenses all the time. Although not today, because I didn't want to aggravate my eyes any more than they were yesterday. I can touch my eyes. I put waterproof eyeliner in my eyes all the time, especially on my tight line. It just didn't like me. So I hope you forgive me, but I'm not going to be putting this anywhere near my eyes today. I thought it was a beautiful product for around the eyes, but again, I'm not even going to risk it. So let's move on to mascara. I need to curl my lashes, 1 second. Okay, got my lash curlers, so just going to curl my lashes before I put this mascara on. So the mascara that I chose is the Big and Curvy Mascara. This is £10 in the UK, $18 in the US, which is quite a big jump. I'm not quite sure why that jumps so much when you're in the US. This is supposed to thicken and curve your lashes. It's also supposed to be smudge, flake and smear resistant. So okay, so let's just get some of this mascara on. Now this is supposed to thicken and curve, and I'm telling you now, it does neither of those things. I really like the applicator. I really like the wand. I think it's a really dinky wand. It helps you get all the lashes. and it's thin so you don't get it all over your lids, which I really like, but that is where the positives end. I don't think this coats the lashes very well, and the formula dries extremely quickly, and it dries into such a hard formula that it looks very brittle. It makes it very difficult for you to go over the lashes and give them a second coat. They start looking a little bit spidery rather than hydrated. This just looks like your lashes are really brittle and they just look dry and bobbly. Also, this is supposed to be a flake, smudge and smear free formula, and I have never worn a mascara that flakes so badly. I had flakes all over my eyelids, I had flakes all over my cheeks. Okay, let's just slide right across the negative and go to something more positive. We're going to end on a high, and I do love that. This is one of my favourite items that I bought all weekend, and I bought quite a lot this weekend, not just makeup, but this is one of my favourite things that I bought. This is the Honey Bronze Bronzing Powder. It's £14 in the UK, $20 in the US, but I do believe it's on sale in the US at the moment for $10. It's half price. So if you need a bronzing powder, I would highly recommend going and trying this little baby out because it's really, really nice. Okay, so this comes in 5 different shades, and it's got a little mirror in there as well, which is really helpful if you're taking this out and about. They really do cater for everybody with really pale skins in the Body Shop, so this is a really buildable product. It won't make you look orange, and it gives a matte finish, which I really like a bronzer to do. I'm not a big fan of shimmery bronzers. I don't think they look as natural as a matte finish bronzer. This is a really beautiful product. So I'm going to be putting this on with my 106 powder brush from Zoeva, just dipping that in and just brushing some of that on underneath the cheekbones. Look how beautiful that is. Now it's so buildable as well, so if you're wanting a darker finish you can do that, but it's not one of these that's so super highly pigmented that you get that line. You can build this up as you go. I just think that is such a pretty bronzer and doesn't look orange, which is a huge benefit. The other thing that I can say about this is it has a really lasting finish. This is really long wearing. I applied this product yesterday, probably about 9 o'clock in the morning, and I took it off at 8:30 at night. So it almost had 12 hours of wear, and it looked lovely after 12 hours. It really did. So it's a really long lasting product. Feels really beautiful on the skin, blends out really nicely. What more can I say? This is amazing. Okay, so moving on to blush. This is another product that I absolutely love and I will definitely be wearing again. This is the All-in-One Cheek Colour by The Body Shop. It's £8 in the UK, $16 in the US, another big jump, and I'm not quite sure why. Comes in 6 different shades. This is the darkest shade they do though, so if you have a lot darker complexion than mine, you may have to look elsewhere for blushes, but this is super buildable and super long wearing and super pigmented. This is the 06, so this is the darkest shade that they do in the 6 shades. But it's beautiful, lovely corally pink shade. And this also lasted yesterday's test of 11.5 hours, was just as vibrant on my cheeks after 11.5 hours as it was when I first applied it. Now you do have to be quite careful because it is super pigmented, like I said before, but it's such a pretty colour, really is pretty. Look at that, so nice, really is nice. Okay, the last product I'm going to show you is their matte liquid lipsticks. These dry into a velvety matte finish. They are £7 in the UK, $10 in the US, and these come in 17 different shades. I've gone for the shade Nairobi Camellia, which is 034, and apparently this is the shade that is their most popular, and they sell out of this all the time, and I can understand why. Now, it's not a shade that I would generally go for, so if you like this, please do let me know in the comment section below what you think. But I really like the velvety matte finish that this gives. Now, I'm not going to lie, this doesn't last as long as a lot of my other liquid lips. It just doesn't. It, especially in the middle, if I eat something, this is gone. This is just gone. It disappears. Whereas my other matte liquid lips tend to stay on all day. But they are a lot more drying than this is. And I would have this any day over the drying sensation of all the others. Really is a nice product. So the applicator is quite straight, which I prefer a more angled applicator, but the product itself is really nice, so I'll learn to cope with the applicator. There's really nothing wrong with it, it's just personal preference. You are going to need 2 coats of this if you want it super pigmented, because it's not as pigmented on the lip, so if you are going to overline your top lip or your bottom lip, it will show through, so you do need 2 coats of this unless you want a more natural look. I do quite like this colour. It doesn't go on patchy, but like I said, it's not super duper pigmented. Okay, so that's the finished look for today. I'm really sorry I didn't try the eyeliner on camera, but as you can imagine, I really didn't want to have eyes that sting all day. So I will leave that where it is. Let's just wrap this up a little bit. I was really nervous about doing this review this morning because I'm generally not a negative Nancy and I hate being negative about a brand. But I am always going to tell you the truth, and that's just my truth. Although there are some absolute gems in the products that I bought over the weekend, there are also some absolute duds. I also felt thoroughly ripped off at the Body Shop. They do a 3 for 2. And they don't tell you that you get the cheapest products for free. If I'd been told about that before, I would have actually gone through the till 3 times. And if I'd gone through the till 3 times, it would have been £7 cheaper. £7. So I felt really quite angry and ripped off. I really did feel ripped off. So just be warned, if you do go into the Body Shop for their 3 for 2 and you've got 9 products, make sure you put the most expensive ones first and then go through again with your medium price products and then go through again with your cheap products. Otherwise, they will just knock you off the 3 cheap products that you've bought rather than doing it fairly. And I don't think that's very good. I really don't. I think that's pretty poor. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, I would love it if you would press the thumbs up button. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, please do so. It's just a little bit of an insight into my personal life and the whole makeup world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, there is a watermark in this corner. If you click on it, it will take you through to my homepage where you can subscribe. Hope to see you all again soon. Bye.